All right, today we're going to talk about something huge, potential, but we're going to look at it from a totally different angle, through a metaphor that starts, well, not in an office, but out in the wild. So think about this for a second. How does a tiny, scared cub turn into the king of the savannah? It's a pretty incredible transformation when you stop to think about it. What actually makes that happen? And right here, this is where the path forks. You've got two cubs, same DNA, same raw potential, but one becomes a symbol of absolute power, and the other, well, a symbol of dependency. The difference isn't in their blood. It's all about where they grow up.
So let's start with path number 1. This is the line that's literally forged in the wild.
So what's the secret sauce here? Well, it really boils down to two huge environmental factors. First, how other animals react to the cub. And second, the guidance it gets from its own family, its pack. Okay, this first one is fascinating. It's all psychological. Imagine you're this little cub. You show up, and other animals just bolt in fear. What message does that send? It's like the world is holding up a mirror and telling you, you are powerful. And pretty soon, you start to believe it. It becomes your identity. But just believing you're tough isn't enough, right? You need the skills to back it up. And that's where the pack comes in. They're like these intense, brilliant mentors. They don't coddle the cub. They actively teach it to hunt. They guide it. They push it. This is where that raw potential gets sharpened into real, lethal skill. Now, let's completely switch gears and look at that other path. This is what happens inside the zoo, the environment of dependency. For the zoo cub, life is a whole different ballgame. It's often separated from its parents, its teachers, way too early. You know, it's kind of like that safe, cushy job where the paycheck shows up on time, but you're not learning a single new thing. Your entire life is defined by being dependent on someone else for your most basic needs. And when you put them side by side, man, the difference is just staggering. The wild cub, its identity is a predator. It has to hunt, it has to evolve, and that builds this rock-solid, earned confidence. But the zoo cub, its number one skill becomes waiting to be fed. And that doesn't build confidence, it breeds complacency. Same starting point, completely different outcomes. And of course, you've probably guessed it by now, this powerful story isn't really about lions at all. It's a mirror. It's about us. So, this is where we turn the focus inward. Let's talk about your own personal ecosystem, the people, the places, the expectations that are shaping you right now. Ask yourself this, seriously. Who in your life is actively teaching you, pushing you to get better, and helping you build the skills you need to not just get by, but to actually evolve? And it's not just about hard skills. Who are the people who reflect your own potential back at you? Who sees the best in you, and just by how they treat you, helps you see it in yourself? Because at the end of the day, that's what your environment is. It's the sum of all those influences. The people, the places, the expectations that are constantly molding who you're becoming. It's your personal wild, or your personal zoo. So this all leads us to the final, and I think most important part. This is about making a conscious choice. It's about finding your wild. This is the ultimate question, isn't it? Are you just passively letting yourself be shaped by the comfortable zoo that might be around you? Or are you actively seeking out the challenges, the mentors, the pack that will forge your potential into something real? And this really says it all. The goal isn't to just sit around and wait to become great. It's about finding the right ecosystem where your evolution is practically inevitable. The real challenge isn't to fundamentally change who you are, but to build a world around you that demands you become the best version of yourself. So the question to leave you with is, what does your wild look like?